You already know this is Punch Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Errol the Truth Spence had a recent interview and was talking about Deontay Wilder being supported by his countrymen, by Americans, that he doesn't like other people supporting in America, supporting Tyson Fury, and he believes the Americans should support Deontay Wilder. Now, I feel his sentiment. I understand his point of view. I understand where he's coming from. Yeah, first and foremost, this is a boxing sport that is a world sport. And everybody should have the right to like whomever they seem fit, pleased, and satisfied that when they put their money up or their time, they could cheer and they go for whoever they want. That's the beauty of this sport. It's a world sport. Now, if a person in America want to like Tyson Fury, then he should like Tyson Fury. I don't think there should be anything like there should like somebody. I should like him because he's from this country. Now, for home territory, yes, it's good. It makes sense that people do go for their countrymen. And I understand Errol Spence, but also you got to understand that people could like whoever they want. Now, so I'm not disagreeing with Errol Spence, but I'm just bringing out a different point of view and a different perspective and a different angle. Now, Errol Spence, who was fighting in the Olympics representing our country, America, and shout out to Errol Spence for representing us, also got to understand the culture of America. Now, the culture of America, whether people like it or not, we have a culture that do not support our own, or not loyal to our own in America. That's our culture, especially when it comes to American boxing. It's our culture recently, for the most part. Of course, we have guys like Oscar De La Hoya, who was represented and who was supported, loyal fans in America. We had Mike Tyson, who was supported, loved in America. We had guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, who was supported, loved in America. And then we have guys that was hated. Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. But this is what I want to say about Errol Spence, though. Even though I understand exactly what he was saying, Errol Spence, in his fight versus Mikey Garcia, was you faithful to America when your colors was the Mexican colors? Floyd Mayweather, was he faithful to the right, to the right, white, to the red, white, and blue? Sorry, to the red, white, and blue when he faced Oscar De La Hoya for his biggest fight at that point of his career. So Errol Spence, in his biggest fight, his first pay-per-view fight, he pandered to the Mexicans. Floyd Mayweather, in his biggest pay-per-view fight, when Pretty Boy turned into Money May, he pandered to the Mexicans. So as much as Errol Spence wants to believe and wants to, want Americans to support Americans, fighters will have to be on deck as well and support the country and wear the red, white, and blue if you're going to wear any type of color. A guy like, for example, Keith Thurman, who wears the red, white, and blue. in every fight. Because he feels like every time he's entering the ring, he's entering, having the opportunity to accomplish the American dream, as he says. Now, of course, in boxing, is nothing more patriotic than you representing your country in the Olympics. So I know that Errol Spence is a patriot in that sense. But when it was time that all eyes on you, all eyes, when it was time for the people to buy that pay-per-view, whether it was Floyd Mayweather, whether it was Errol Spence, because Errol Spence, you came out with that comment. Why was you wearing, or why was you pandering to the Mexicans? You know why? Because you also understand the culture. You also understand that there is some unloyalty when it comes to American fan base. So the question is not begging American fans that they should and they should. They should. They should. But it's a culture that needs to be changed. A culture that needs to be changed. I think in the American culture, when it comes to boxing, there's some jealousy going on. The jealousy is that we see others understand and embody loyalty. Anthony Joshua comes from the UK, fights in Madison Square Garden, he comes with the UK. Ricky Hatton comes, he comes with the UK. Mexico, Canelo Alvarez is fighting. Mexico is there. Pakistan, I've been to a Triple G event. The whole Pakistan is an MSG. Alexander Usyk was fighting in Chicago. 14,000 packed the house of Ukrainians. It's the culture that needs to be changed. Now, if Errol Spence was talking about it as that in that point of view, I'm with him 100%. Is he frustrated with the fans? Is he frustrated with Americans? Then if he's from that point of view, I agree with him. Because I'll be frustrated as well. When Errol Spence fought in Sheffield versus Kell Brook, he understands the love. Or maybe it's time for fighters not to fight in Vegas and not to fight in New York if you're not from New York, and fight in your hometown and feel the love. Errol Spence in Dallas, you felt the love. Demetrius Andrade in Providence, he felt the love. Javante Tank Davis, he felt the love in Atlanta and Baltimore. Gary Russell Jr. in Washington, D.C., he felt the love. Danny Garcia, when he fought Samuel Vargas, was it Samuel Vargas in Philly? He felt the love. Maybe Buck Crawford, when he fights in his hometown, Nebraska, he felt the love. If Deontay Wilder fights in Alabama like he did once, he's gonna feel the love. Maybe not every fight should be in Vegas. And maybe we will see the love. But remember, America is big. America is a multicultural place. It's a melting pot of the world. Maybe if fighters fight in their hometown constantly, you're going to receive the love and you're going to show the love. And while it's shown on TV, people are going to see the love. That's another way of, showing that you got a lot of support. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about what Errol Spence has to say. Do you think that Americans just don't know how to be loyal to their own? Has nothing about being race. It's nothing about race. But it's about being a countryman. Is America very unloyal to its fighters? To the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators that put their life on the line for pure entertainment to feed their families? Is America not doing what other cultures in boxing do. You know who is fighting? You're going to see the Japanese people come out. If Manny Pacquiao fighting, you're going to see the Philippines baby come out. But also, when the limelight is on, maybe it's time to pander to your own rather to others. But you pandering to others clarifies that you have no faith also in the support of America. Y'all know the game better than me. Y'all already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. You already subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. You already know. I love y'all. Peace out and on. God bless and on to the next.